So Bhagavat Pravaham. Where did Bhagavat Pravaham bring us to? क्या हुआ? Yeah. Bhagavat Pravaham, 10th Canto. Yeah. So we have heard Bhagavatam, overview of Bhagavatam. And then how Bhagavatam is Sakshat, Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then the whole Bhagavatam in 1 hour. First canto, second canto, third canto, fourth canto, fifth canto, sixth canto, seventh canto, eighth canto, ninth canto, 10th canto. What's happening to this? Would you please cooperate with us? Even then it's okay, right? Still, I don't need a slide. We can keep it as well. 10th canto. 10th canto, Ashraya Tattva. Bhagavan Shri Krishna, Ashraya Tattva. Are you able to see the deities too? Okay, good. I think we're good to go. So in 10th canto, we have heard about the appearance of the Lord and the killing of the demons. One after the other, one after the other. All auspicious killing. It means uprooting everything that we don't need. Taking off all the curtains that are there in between us and Bhagwan. So that's killing of the demons. That has happened. That is happening now. So we have heard all of them. And last time, in the last week, we have heard about Venu Gita. Correct? Venu Gita. And Vastrapaharanam and the Dvijapatnis. Pastimes with Dvijapatnis, the prayers of Dvijapatnis. That's what we have heard. Today, we are going to hear about Govardhan Leela. Govardhana Leela. How Lord Krishna lifted up Govardhana. In that, what we will hear is, first of all, the Govardhan Puja. And then how Indra. Oh, there is so much to learn here, dear devotees. Because all of us have this Indra thinking, Indra mentality. Actually, a lot of it. So we will hear that Indra's episode. How Indra tries to kill the Vrajavasis, and how Lord Krishna beautifully, gracefully lifts up Govardhana hill and then protects his devotees. And after that, how Indra comes to Krishna and offers prayers. Yeah, so that's about the Govardhana Leela that we will hear. And just FYI, there's one more Leela also, where Varuna kidnaps Nanda Maharaj. So that will be a short one. So it's more of Govardhan Leela today. So we can just enter into the Govardhan Leela now. Yeah, I think we can go ahead. Yeah, so I'm going to share the PowerPoint and we will hear the Govardhan Leela. Govardhan Leela. It's not close to Diwali, but we have Govardhan Leela. We will be hearing today. Okay. All right. I'm going to share the screen. Beautiful, beautiful pastime. That's Govardhan Leela. Okay, dear devotees. So, Govardhan Leela. One day in Vraja, what happened? Nanda Maharaj was really busy. Nanda Maharaj and rest of the Vrajavasis, Nanda Maharaj is coordinating something that is going on there, and Krishna wasn't sure what was going on. So he came to Nanda Maharaj, and all the Vrajavasis, they're also busy getting the stuff together. So Krishna came to Nanda Maharaj. And then he was asking, okay, Okay, Baba, what is going on here? It looks like you're all gathering some stuff to do some puja here. Yeah, is this puja something that is mentioned in the Shastras, or is it something that is coming as a tradition, as a family tradition, and we're just doing it? And Nanda Maharaj, thinking that Krishna is, he's just a 7-year-old boy, fine. He may or may not understand if I say something. So he didn't really take Krishna's question seriously. So there was a delay in the response. Then little Krishna says, Baba, you don't hide secrets. People should not hide secrets within the families or friends. And so please go ahead, tell me the reasoning behind all this commotion going on and a lot of festivities that you are putting together. So please tell me. Then Nanda Maharaj thought, okay, Krishna is keen to hear the answers. So Nanda Maharaj now replies, see Krishna, we are getting ready to do Indra Puja. You know why Indra Puja? Because Indra, he gives us the rains. Unless Indra gives the rains, we will not have any grains. And that's why we want to just show our gratitude to Indra. And that's why we are getting all this paraphernalia together, the food grains, the flowers, the fruits and everything, to offer it to Indra, for the yajna for Indra. Then, so that is generally, dear devotees, that is one thing. The demigods are empowered devotees of the Lord. We do not disrespect them. We do not disrespect them. We do not look down on them. They are much more better than what we are. Yeah, because they are given some in charge position by Lord Krishna to carry on material proceedings here in this material world. So not to disrespect the demigods, not to look down on them, but being grateful to them and seeing them in relevance to Krishna, how wonderfully they are carrying out the orders of Krishna and being a part of this management of the Brahmanda. So being grateful to them and giving them due respect. That is important for us. Why not give them due respect? After all, Krishna is in everybody's heart, and these devotees are empowered, and they are serving in their own way, in their own capacity to carry on this material creation. So due respect to be given to the demigods, not to be looked down and not to be criticized, not to be put down. That's important for us. Yeah. So that is the case. But what did Krishna say after Nanda Maharaj said, see, because out of gratitude, we are going to do this in the puja. Krishna says, oh no, Baba, actually, see, you know about this karma. When somebody does good karma, the good karma is going to come back anyway. When somebody does bad karma, the karma is going to come back anyway. So if we are getting rains, we are doing something good, and so the good karma is coming back. What does it have to do with Indra? Even if Indra is there or not, if we are doing good karma, then the good karma will come back. This is a different kind of philosophy, dear devotees. This is called karma mimamsa philosophy, a dangerous one. But Krishna, Lord Krishna is speaking these words. Why? The reasoning. And so in this way, he's saying, no, you don't have to worship Indra. Because Krishna, through Lord Vishnu, he is the one appointed this particular jiva in the Indra post. And why is he speaking like that? Because Krishna knew that this Indra really got puffed up to an extent that he's thinking, if he does not give rains, nobody would have any rains. Krishna knew that Indra has this disease, particular disease now, the pride. So Krishna want to curb that pride, take away this pride. And so that's why he is speaking accordingly. In that context, he is using this karma mimamsa philosophy. Yeah. So this is why Krishna is saying what he's saying. So what does it has to do with Indra in between? It's just because we are doing good karma, the good karma is coming back. So we don't have to worship Indra. That's what Krishna says. Then Nanda Maharaj says, he's a little hesitant. He says, Krishna, how about this? Krishna says, we don't have to worship Indra, we should worship Govardhana. Because Govardhana is the one, Giriraj Govardhan is the one that is directly supplying the grass to the cows and giving the herbs and giving the place and the shade, everything. So the direct help is coming from Govardhan. So we should worship Govardhan, not Indra. Then Nanda Maharaj says, oh, Krishna, how about this? Why don't we worship both Indra and Govardhan? So Nanda Maharaj is still, because they've been doing this for a very long time. So in the mood of gratitude, Nanda Maharaj is saying, why don't we do both? But here our Krishna, Lord Krishna, has decided to do some good to Indra. And that's why he says, no. Our worship, the total worship goes to Govardhan only and nothing to Indra. He makes it clear. Then Nanda Maharaj, he had the karma mimamsa philosophy. Yeah. Nanda Maharaj is not so impressed with this karma mimamsa philosophy or the words of Krishna of this karma theory. And that's one thing. Second thing is, he was also hesitant not to worship Indra, but only Govardhan. But when Krishna said, Govardhan should be worshipped, and that way Govardhan will be happy and I will be happy. Then Nanda Maharaj says, okay, Krishna, if that's what is going to make you happy, so be it. We will worship only Govardhan then. That's what has changed the decision of Nanda Maharaj. Not because he had heard some philosophy from Krishna. So these are Vrajavasis. These are Vrajavasis. For them, what pleases Krishna, that's all matters to them. That's all matters to them. Is it convenient for them or not? Are they convinced or not? Did they understand the philosophy or not? None of those things matter to Vrajavasis. There's only one thing that matters to them. Is this what Krishna wants? Is this how he's going to be pleased? Then we will do it. Those are Vrajavasis. This is pure devotion beyond logic, beyond mental speculation of what mind has to say, good or bad, right or wrong. There's a wonderful bhajan by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura, a beautiful one. The Thakura sings, now at this point, Krishna, I do not know what is right, what is wrong. I do not know what is to be done, what not to be done. I am simply a faithful dog, and I am residing in your place. So you please give me the order and I do it. That's the bhajan of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura. This is transcending one after the other, one after the other. First of all, the mental speculation, whatever mind has to say. And the intelligence discrimination. Is this right to do or wrong to do? And is it doable or not doable? This is all intellectual discrimination. That is also, they don't care. And what all they care is, and is this what you want, Krishna? Is this what you please? It pleases you. You are mine, Krishna, and I want to please you. Is this what pleases you, Krishna? That's mamata. So that's Vrajavasi. For them, there are no blocks in between, no questions in between, no explanations needed. Is this what you want, Krishna? Then that is it. That is pure devotion, simple devotion. That's Brajvasis. Yeah. And one more thing in this context is, dear devotees, when we speak about Krishna to others in preaching or prachar, what changes them and what brings them in bhakti and keeps them in bhakti is not so much of the philosophy. It's so much about the devotees. How is this person that is talking to me about Krishna? How is this person? What is his or her behavior? What is his or her conduct? That will make them decide to come into bhakti or not, and to stay in bhakti, at least in the beginning stage. That is called Laukika Shraddha. And of course, once we get into bhakti, we have to get Shastriya Shraddha also, where our bhakti will go on because the Shastra said so, because the sadhu has said so, not so much because everybody is doing bhakti around. But initially, that is how it goes. It goes with Laukika Shraddha. People take up bhakti because they look at devotees, not because they understand the philosophy so much. Yeah? So it is our achar that changes the hearts of the people. Prachar may bring them to the doors, but to enter into the room of bhakti, it is the achar of the devotees. Yeah? So now the celebrations. Lord Krishna is explaining. Okay, now that we have decided to the Govardhan Puja, this is how we should do. We should get all the food items, different kinds of food items that are prepared, and the milk products. Yeah. And then, first of all, we have to carry whatever that is brought here for the Indra Puja. We have to carry all this stuff to Govardhana. And then get more and more of different varieties of foods that are cooked, milk products, and the Brahmana should do the sacrifices, and all the Vrajavasis can sing, and everybody can do the parikrama. So let's just go ahead, do it. Yay. The puja has begun, Govardhan Puja. And this is the first time the Vrajavasis are doing Govardhan Puja, and they are doing it just because of one reason. Because Krishna said so. That's it. And whatever happens to them, now it's in Krishna's hands. He has to take care of it. So they started doing the puja. And Brahmanas are singing their mantras, and the gopis are singing their songs. Yeah. And since it's the first time the Govardhan Puja is happening, Krishna wanted to bring in more faith in what they're doing to Govardhan. So he decided to enter into Govardhan and make Govardhan speak as a person. And Govardhan, Krishna entered into Giriraj, and he said, as the offerings are being given, the foodstuffs and everything was given, Govardhan is saying, Anayor means bring me more. Yeah. Then Krishna is saying, see, Baba, look at this, all of you here. Do you see this? Giriraj, Govardhan, he is a person. He is conscious. He is talking to us. See, he's accepting all our offerings, and he's asking us to bring us more and more. He's giving us blessings. So yes, let's celebrate. So to instill that faith, Krishna has entered into Govardhan and started speaking. And in that way, whatever was brought, the offerings were taken, were accepted by Giriraj. He would take it in and then give it out as prasad. And all these offerings were distributed to everybody, all the Vrajavasis, to the Chandalas, to the dogs and dog eaters, and everybody. In this way, beautiful Govardhan Puja has happened. Everybody had a wonderful festival, and all of them returned to their homes. That's Govardhan Puja. And what's happening to Indra while Govardhan Puja is happening? Indra is boiling. Indra is burning inside. Raghunath Das Goswami, he says, envy is like a donkey's urine. Urine is acidic, first of all. Donkey's urine is super acidic. It can really burn. Yeah, that's what is happening to Indra. He was burning inside. He was fuming. And what did he say? Indra, yeah, please hear, dear devotees. Indra is saying, these Vrajavasis, cowherd men, they have become proud. Yeah, Indra is saying, Vrajavasis has become proud and they're listening to such an ordinary man. That little boy there, Krishna, that Krishna is a fool. He's a fool, arrogant, and a talkative child. And all these people, Vrajavasis, they are here, they are listening to him. They are envious of me. This is what Indra is thinking. They are not respecting me because they are envious of me. So they are envious of me and they are proud. So I have to teach them a lesson. Because if I don't give the rains, how would they get the grains? Don't they know that? I have to teach them the lesson. And I will show what happens to them if they don't respect me the way I should. This is what Indra is thinking. That he is thinking the other person is envious because the Vrajavasis are not respecting him. And Indra is thinking the other person, the Vrajavasis are proud. And with this, he wanted to not only inconvenience the Vrajavasis. When the anger, when the envy goes to such an extent, then they don't care to hurt people and kill people. Can you believe this is happening to Indra? Indra is a Sakama Bhakta, not a fruitative one. He's a Sakama Bhakta. In the devotees, this much of envy? Indra, especially because he has a position. He has a position. And unfortunately, a position can blind a person like that. This Indra mentality, we all have it. We all have it. But it is more so for those who are in a position. So this is what Indra is thinking. And then Indra, he said, okay, I will show them what my power is. And I will show them what happens to them if they don't respect me. The respect that I deserve. So Indra called the clouds, Samvartaka clouds. They are huge clouds. Generally, those clouds, they pour down thunderstorms at the time of devastation. But Indra is mad now. Anger can make a person mad. Pride and envy can make a person mad. Indra is mad. He's not thinking. It's like, a small bird and a big gun. That's what Indra is doing. So he called Samvartaka clouds. And along with the clouds, huge winds, devastating winds. Because with the clouds, there should be winds also. So together, he summoned both of them. Indra ordered the clouds and the winds, and they have to follow the order of Indra because he is the chief. So they came, and the rain started pouring down. And those raindrops, they were not drops. It is said in Bhagavatam, columns of rain, like columns, pillars. So in that way, there was huge thunderstorms and the cyclones. We still call them cyclones. So the rain was poured down like that with the thunder columns like rain, the rainfall. So the whole Vraja was being submerged with the water. And all the Vrajavasis, they were calling out to Krishna, 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 Mahabaho, where are you? So all the Vrajavasis, cows, they were running towards Krishna. And then Krishna looked at the whole thing. He understood. Or Krishna thought, okay, because the sacrifice to Indra is stopped, he is sending these unusual rains and winds. And Lord Krishna is thinking now, I will counteract this disturbance caused by that Indra who is so arrogant. And the rest of the things, dear devotees, this is paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam. I will counteract Indra's ignorance and the disturbance he has caused, and I must protect these Vrajavasis. I am their shelter, I am their master, I am their family member, and I took vow to protect my devotees. This is what our sweet Lord Krishna is thinking. When he saw his devotees in danger, this is what our Lord is thinking. Rakshisyati iti vishwaso goptritve varnam tada. I am their maintainer, and I will be rescuing them from the danger. And Name bhakta pranashyati. Oh Arjuna, declare that my devotee will never perish. These are the promises of the Lord, dear devotees. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate. Tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Whoever takes shelter of me, proportionate to the shelter and surrender that the devotees take of me, I do keep what they have, preserve what they have, and I provide what they lack. So these are the words of the Lord. Saying that, Lord Krishna, he picked up Govardhana hill. With his left hand, little finger, tip of the little finger, Lord Krishna picked up Govardhana hill and became Giridhari. Govardhana Giridhari. So Govardhana Giriraj ki jaya. In this way, Lord Krishna, he became Govardhana Giridhari. Very effortlessly, he picked up the whole Govardhan hill and all the Vrajavasis. And after picking up that hill, Lord Krishna, he was calling, come, come, all of you. Yes, please come. He is the protection for you. Come down. Please come under this hill. Like that, he was calling all the Vrajavasis, cows and calves, and everybody came under the shelter of this Govardhan. It looked like a child just holding up a mushroom. That effortlessly, the 7-year-old boy picked up Govardhana hill and very steadily just lifted up like that in place, put it in place. So dear devotees, there's thunderstorms outside pouring down. The whole of Vraja is being submerged, but nothing was happening. Nothing like that was happening under this Govardhan hill. Because Giridhari, Krishna is here. This is Ananyas Chintayantoma, Ye Jana Paryupasate. Yeah. And this particular Leela, dear devotees, this is one Leela where all the rasas happened simultaneously. More details are given in Gopal Champu. Especially in Gopal Champu. And so there the details are given. What happened was Anand Vrindavan Champu and Gopal Champu. Yeah. Here, when all these Vrajavasis came, Mother Yashoda was there, Nanda Maharaj was there, and all the Sakas are there, Balaram are there, Gopis are there, and Srimati Radharani, she is also there. Everybody were there under the Govardhan hill. And with the left hand pinky finger, tip of the pinky finger, he's the Govardhan is resting there, and with the right hand, Krishna picked up his flute and was going to sing a flute song. Then, oh, what did the Sakhas say? Krishna, Krishna, no, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Your flute song, it will make immovable objects move, movable objects stationary. It will melt the rocks and it will solidify the liquids. So this is the nature of your flute song. If you start singing your flute song, Venu Gita now here, Govardhana, he would be absorbed in ecstasy in your flute song and he would start melting. And that's something that we don't want now, Krishna. So now, no flute song now, please. That's what Sakha says. And then also, they say, if you start singing this song on the flute, gopis are there and Radharani is also there. And please do not look that side, Krishna. You are just holding that Govardhan only in the tip of the finger. If you cast sidelong glances, and if Radharani casts her sidelong glances on you, you will tremble, Krishna. If you tremble, if your finger, your left pinky finger, if it trembles, Krishna, that's not going to be good for us. So, no flute song now, and no looking at Radharani now. Okay, Krishna? That's what Sakhas was saying. So that was Sakyarasa. And then, yeah, of course, exchanging of the sidelong glances of the gopis and Radharani and Giridhari, Krishna. That was the Madhurya Rasa that was happening. And also, all these motherly gopis are there, and Yashodamai is also there. And Yashodamai is thinking, oh, my little boy Krishna, he's holding up the whole mountain. How much he would be hurting in his hand, in his finger. Oh, what are you all doing, huh? You friends of Krishna Gopas, take up your sticks. Support. Your friend is holding up the whole mountain. Why don't you just take up the sticks and support the Govardhan hill? And so Yashodamai was saying, and of course Sakhas did that. They did held the Govardhan with their sticks. They also did that. And they thought the Govardhan is in place because they were holding the Govardhan with their sticks. That's what the Sakhas, Gopas thought. And also, Mother Yashoda was feeding Krishna. Yeah, that he's getting tired holding it like that. So Mother Yashoda was feeding laddus and whatever they brought, everybody feeding that. And other motherly gopis also, they were thinking, oh, Krishna's hand must be really getting cramps like that. So after the hill was put down, all these motherly gopis, they came and massaged Krishna's hand and the finger, and they were thinking, oh, my little boy, you might be very tired and hurting your finger like that. So this is one pastime, Govardhan, lifting of Govardhan pastime, where all the rasas happened simultaneously, and everybody felt like Krishna was reciprocating only to them in that specific rasa, like that. So he's Rasaraja. That's about the lifting of Govardhan. And they did not, all these Vrajavasis, once they came under the Govardhan hill, they did not care if it was, drowning around, because now they're under protection. And they didn't have fear and they didn't have misery. So this is bhakti, dear devotees. This is the shelter that is offered to us in bhakti. We are in the ocean of modes. This Brahmanda is filled with the modes. Everywhere, the air, the modes are in the air, and the modes are in the body, and the modes are inside us, in the mind, everywhere. Even then, bhakti is so potent that it is like lifting up this Govardhan, and how all these Vrajavasis are nicely sheltered there. Bhakti, the devotional service that shelters us. Even though we're in the ocean of modes, this bhakti shelters us at all times. This devotional service, starting with service to the Nama and service to Krishna with manasa, vacha, karma, with the words, body and mind. So this service that goes through the mind, words and bodies to Krishna and the service of the Nama, this is our Govardhan protection. Though the winds and hailstorms are there, still we are protected. We do not feel the winds and the hailstorms. So that's the potency of bhakti. So we are also sheltered like that in bhakti, as these Vrajavasis are sheltered under the Govardhan, lifted up by Giridhari Krishna. So in this way, the 7 days and 7 nights have passed, and nobody really got tired and nobody wanted to move from there at all. Why would they want to move? Krishna is there. That's all they want. So, but now by this time, Indra was seeing the whole thing up in the sky. And then he thought, oh, I am not dealing with an ordinary person here. So when he realized that, then Indra slowed down, and all the rains they got lighter. So once the rains have stopped, the hailstorms and winds have stopped, Giridhari Krishna, he slowly placed back Govardhan in place. Actually, at that time, what happened was, all the Gopas who were holding Govardhan with their sticks and who thought that they were holding Govardhan with sticks, when Krishna wanted to put the Govardhan back in place, so Krishna was saying, there was some conversation going on between the Gopas and Krishna, and Gopa said, Krishna, why do you want to show that as if you are holding the whole Govardhan, Krishna, with that little finger? See, we are holding them. 1, 2, 3, 4, all of us here, we are holding Govardhan with our sticks. And that's why it is in place. They said that. Then Krishna says, okay, since you are holding the Govardhan, maybe I can just take off my little finger now, and you please place Govardhan back in place. So he was about to take the little finger, and the whole Govardhan started trembling. Then Gopa said, no, Krishna, no. Yes, it looks like you are holding it. Yes, we agree. We will take off our sticks, and then you please place it back, place Govardhan back in place, like that. So everybody, since the rain is stopped now, all of them came out of that shelter, and each one of them, including the Gopas with their sticks. And then Lord Krishna, Giridhari Krishna, slowly placed the Govardhan in place and then came out. And as I just mentioned, all the motherly gopis, they came in and they were massaging the hand of Krishna, the fingers of Krishna, and all the food and everything that was present there, everybody was feeding Krishna with all their affection. And in this way, the Govardhan was lifted up by Bhakta Vatsala, Giridhari Krishna. And all those loving reciprocations has happened under that Govardhan hill. Now that all that has happened, nobody wanted to go to their homes. Same as Kaliya pastime. The Kaliya was chastised, and it's night. Everybody has to go home. But they were missing Krishna the whole time, that they didn't want to go back. They wanted to be with Krishna only on the bank of the Yamuna during the Kaliya pastime. Here also, they don't want to miss Krishna now. They have been with Krishna 7 days and nights non-stop, but they don't want to miss Krishna. They have some excuse not to leave Krishna, Brajavasis. We, the sadhakas, we may have some excuse why we want to look away from Krishna. But Vrajavasis, they have some excuse to always look at Krishna and be with Krishna. And we are heading there to dear devotees. In the sadhaka stage, we may be feeling like we may have excuses. But once, as we are getting the taste of bhakti, the nama, the seva, and as the mercy, as we get more and more mercy, then we would also want to be Krishna. What is that? Yugaitam nimishena chakshusha pravarshayitam shunyayitam jagat sarvam govinda virahena me. That taste first. Taste to the devotional service. Taste to the process of bhakti. That's the first one that we get. And that's why we continue to do bhakti, though we don't have much taste now. Still, why are we doing bhakti after many years, though we don't have much taste? Because we may not have much taste for nama yet, but we have developed the taste for the process of bhakti. And slowly, as we continue like that, then as the purification happens, then the taste for nama comes, taste for the service comes. Yeah, as we get more and more steady in the process of bhakti, as we get steady, proportionately our taste also increases. That is called the stage of ruchi. Ruchi is taste. Taste for what? Taste for everything that is related to devotion. Taste for the devotional service, taste for the nama, taste for the katha, taste for being with the Vaishnavas, taste for the devotee association, everything related to devotion, we start relishing it. So, yeah. And then these Brajavasis, they didn't want it to leave. They just wanted to be there only. So they spent a lot of time there together. And then Krishna was thinking now, Indra must be feeling very bad now. So Lord is so merciful. He didn't want it to humiliate Indra in front of everybody. So what did he do? Giridhari Krishna, he stepped aside and sat under a tree by himself. And there are no Vrajavasis around there. So he's giving a little, he's helping Indra. Indra by this time is so embarrassed and he didn't have the guts to come to Krishna. But the Lord is merciful. He understood the condition of Indra, and that's why he stepped aside and giving him the space that he needs to come and say what he has to say. So there under the tree, Krishna has sat there. So we have heard about the Govardhan, lifting of Govardhan, and now Indra coming to Krishna. Actually, before that, dear devotees, here the lesson for us. Indra, we already heard, right, that Krishna wanted to curb the pride of Indra. Because Indra was thinking, if I don't give the rains, they will not have the rains, they will not have the grains. I am the giver. That's what he was thinking. And that's what he thought about himself. If I don't give this, they will not have it. I am irreplaceable. That's what Indra thought. He did not think he was a representative. He did not think he was an instrument. He thought he was irreplaceable. If he's not there, there is no rain in Bhumandala. That's what he was thinking. And because of his attitude like that, he saw Vrajavasis as being envious and proud. This is one thing, dear devotees. This example is there when Hanuman goes to Kishkinda, Sundarakanda, when he goes to Lanka, when he comes back and reports about Lanka, he says the whole Lanka is red. But Lanka was not red in color. Why did Hanuman see the whole Lanka red? Because Hanuman was so angry with Ravana that he kidnapped Mother Sita. So he was filled with anger for Ravana. Because he was filled with anger, his eyes were so red that everything looked red to Hanuman. So whatever Hanuman had inside, anger, that is what he saw outside, everything in red in color. Indra, because he was filled with envy and he was filled with that pride, he thought the Vrajavasis were envious and envious of him and proud. This is very tricky, dear devotees. If we are hurt that somebody is not respecting the way that we should be respected, or recognizing the way we should be recognized, if we are hurt and disturbed by that, it means we are expecting something, right? If we are not expecting, then even if somebody is not respecting us or recognizing, then it wouldn't hurt us. So this is something to keep in our mind, dear devotees. Yeah. Indra thought that Vrajavasis were envious and proud, but in fact, Indra was so, because he was thinking he was irreplaceable. Yeah. And now Indra, when he came to Krishna, he was praying now. Beautiful prayers, actually. Here, not all of them has been summarized, but Vedanta, Brajavasis, yes, they have congratulated. Yeah, before Indra could come and see, yes, those prayers will come soon. But what happened is, after Krishna, he put back Govardhan in place, all the Brajavasis, they came out and they were thinking, the Krishna, he lifted up the whole Govardhan, and for 7 days and nights, he just stood up like that. This is not normal. He's not an ordinary being. Nanda Maharaj, are you hiding something from us? Your boy doesn't seem to be an ordinary one. See, initially, when he was born, even when he was a baby, he killed Putana, sucked out life air from her. And after that, Shakatashura, then Trinavarta. And after that, he uprooted those Yamalarjuna trees with his crawling and that thin rope. But he was unhurt. All those big trees, those 2 big trees were uprooted, but he was unhurt. And then comes Bakasura. And then along with Balaram, he killed Dhenukasura. And then this forest fires. And he killed Pralambasura also along with Balaram. After that, he danced on Kaliya. Kaliya had so many hoods, but he chastised Kaliya. What is with this boy, Nanda Maharaj? He is not ordinary. Please tell us, is it something that you are hiding from us? And one more thing. Yes, he is so extraordinary and his activities are extraordinary. There is one more thing that is very striking. Dushtajyas cha anurago asmin sarvesham no rajankusham nandate tanaye asmasu tashyapi autapattikah kadam. Why is it that we are so attracted to your son than anybody else in Vraja? And why is your son attracted to us? What is happening? Please tell us. Then Nanda Maharaj says, yeah, I have to tell you something. You know, when Krishna was born, Garga Muni came and he said, this Krishna, this little boy, he has all these qualities equivalent to Narayana. And he's going to be all auspicious and he's going to perform very wonderful feats. He's as good as Narayana. So that's what Garga Muni said to us. And that's why this boy is very extraordinary, powerful, because Gargamuni said he's as good as Narayana. That's what Nanda Maharaj is thinking. But Nanda Maharaj is not thinking that Krishna is the Lord himself. And this is what he's telling the Vrajavasis too, that this boy is blessed by Narayana and as good as Narayana. And this is what's said by Gargamuni. And that way he's answering the question of Vrajavasis. And everybody thought, oh, this is a wonderful boy. Krishna is a wonderful boy. That's it for a little bit of time. And after that, there is no awe and reverence like that for a long time. And they go after that, okay, he's our Krishna again. Very mature boy, sweet boy. That's how the Madhurya takes over the Aishwarya in Vraja. Though it is quite apparent that these are extraordinary feats, and even though Vrajavasis would get a little doubt for a little time, it doesn't stay too long, because it's land of Vraja. And there, the Lord wants to forget that he's God, and he wants everybody also to forget that he's God. So that's why that mood of opulence and Aishwarya doesn't stay too long. So, yeah, in that way, all the Vrajavasis, they hear from Nanda Maharaj. And after that, as we have just discussed, Krishna comes aside and sits under the tree. And now Indra is feeling so ashamed. So ashamed. He couldn't just calm himself in front of Krishna. He had to really bring somebody, a better devotee than him, to be his face. So Krishna can just forgive him and let him come and let him speak something. So Indra goes to Mother Surabhi, and he requests Mother Surabhi to please come. Says, you, Mother Surabhi, you are very much loved by Krishna, and you have such a, you are very Shanta, Satvik, and you are very pleasing. I am in a very, I'm not in a good position right now, and I need a better person with me. So would you please come to me, with me to go to Krishna? Mother Surabhi says, okay, I'll come with you. So keeping Surabhi in front, first, actually, this is depicted as side by side, but even before he comes and offers the prayers, Surabhi comes first, and behind Surabhi is Indra. And then now Indra comes and he offers all these prayers. He offers many wonderful prayers. He is very much ashamed. First of all, as he comes, he takes off his helmet, gets out, he comes out, gets off the Airavata, takes off his helmet and places that at the feet of Giridhari, Krishna, and he begs forgiveness. And does this remind you of somebody, dear devotees? Few weeks ago, for Brahma Vimohan Leela, very same thing, he was so ashamed. He had to bend down where all his four heads were bowed down, touching the ground, and he had tears from his 8 eyes, Brahma. And his illusion was also very similar, right? Brahma was thinking, oh, he thinks he's a mystic and he killed all these demons. I will show my mysticism. I am the chief most being here in this universe. I will show my mysticism. That's what Brahma thought. And now Indra is even more worse than that. Not only he was envious in pride, but he tried to kill Vrajavasis. Yeah. So Indra came down and put his helmet at a Lord's lotus feet and says this nice prayers. And one of those prayers is this, Indra Uvacha. Vishuddha sattvam tavadhama shantam tapomayam dvashtarajastamaskam maya mayoyam gunasampravaho na vidyati grahananubandham. Indra is saying, Vishuddha Sattvam Tavadama Shantam. You are Vishuddha Sattvam. Indra, now he's feeling very bad. He knows very well in which mode he is now. He knows Bhagavad Gita, he knows the philosophy, he could categorize himself. Yeah, I am filled with the modes. But you, Bhagavan, Vishuddha Sattvam, you are past the Shuddha Sattvam. You are in Vishuddha Sattva. Tavadhama Shantam. And you are the repository of peace. Your Dhamma is the abode. So your abode of the peace. And here, Tapomayam Dvashta Rajas Tamaskam. Tapomayam. Here, you are shining with knowledge. Tapas is compared to knowledge here. You are full of knowledge, like Chit is full of knowledge, right? And Dvashta Rajas Tamaskam. Dvashta is destroyed. There is no Raja or Tamas in you. You are Vishuddha Sattvam. And you are full of Chit, knowledge. And there are no Rajas or Tamas in you. Maya Mayoyam Gunasam Pravaho. This Gunasam Pravaha, these modes, modes that are Maya. Navidyate Grahananubandaya. Grahananubandaya. Grahana is ignorance, Anubandaya. As a result of the ignorance or the sequel of ignorance, everything that is related to ignorance, which is Maya, filled of modes, na vidyate, you do not have it, oh my Lord. So Indra offers like that the praise, the tattva, based on the tattva first. And then he says, how? What a fool am I? I am so sorry. I am thinking that I own these people here, that they are supposed to give me the respect that I deserve, as if I own them. I had that proprietor mentality. And with this controller mentality, I wanted to show them what would happen to them if I don't get the respect. In this way, I tried to control also. Yeah. While you are the supreme proprietor, while you are the supreme controller, so foolishly, I was affected by the modes and I was thinking like that, my Lord, please forgive me. Please forgive me and please bless me that I do not come into under that influence again. Indra says that. Then Lord Krishna, our Lord is so merciful, dear devotees. Then Lord Krishna says, oh Indra, you were intoxicated by opulence. Out of mercy, I did what all I did. I had to stop your sacrifice. And I had to show you what you are not. That you are not the controller. You are not the proprietor. See, a person who is blinded by power, they cannot see me. And you were like that. So when a person is blinded with power, they cannot see me. So for his welfare, I drag him down from opulent position. And so, Indra, this is what I had to do for your sake. Out of mercy, I had to do it for you. And now, Indra, you can go back and you can execute your duties as my order. But remember, do not be puffed up. Without false pride, execute your devotees, Indra. This is what Lord Krishna said. Look at the mercy, dear devotees, from the beginning till the end. How the mercy is there, in how many forms it is there. First, the mercy is the devotees, when they are filled with pride, it is not going to be good for them. Pride, envy, they are very unpleasant, unsafe and unpleasant. Lord wants to bring those devotees from that unsafe position to safe position. Safe position is humility. In pride and envy, there is burning. In humility, there is ecstasy. So the Lord wants to bring the devotees from unsafe, burning agitated place to very safe. Realizing their insignificance, there is ecstasy of humility. So the Lord is bringing from that unsafe, burning, agitated position to very safe, ecstatic position of humility. It does look like, and it does sound like, the Lord is chastising. He is punishing. But anything by Lord is so auspicious. And how kindly, how mercifully that Lord cares us to bring to a safe and an ecstatic place of humility, not leave us in that unsafe and burning and agitated place of pride and envy. That's the mercy of the Lord. And here in this case, he could have just taken away the position of Indra or kill Indra. Yeah, of course, he was trying to kill Vrajavasis. Lord had good reason to do that to Indra. But Indra is just a Sakama Bhakta. So right now he is repenting for his behavior and his thinking. And he's asking that he doesn't do this again. But he still has that enjoying tendency there. He did not think, I am unfit to be in the position of Indra. I don't want this position, Indra. He did not say those words. So he still has that enjoying tendency. Ye yada mam prapatyante tam sadaiva bhajamyaham. Indra was only up to that. Repent. Okay, please see that I don't do it again. And going on with the business of enjoying mentality. What did the Lord do? Okay, you go on. Go on, take your Indra position. Okay, you go and execute your duties. While executing the duty, remember that it is service and do not be in false pride. So according to Indra's mentality and position, Krishna has reciprocated accordingly. What happened to Parikshit Maharaj? When the snake garland was put in, Parikshit Maharaj immediately thought, after the curse was given to him, first thought Parikshit Maharaj came to Parikshit Maharaj's mind was, I have to take whatever punishment that comes. For whatever I have done, I should face whatever that comes. And the citizens should not face the punishment that is supposed to come to me. And I want to go through that punishment for my own good. Perhaps this is the arrangement of the Lord for me to get closer to him. This is what Parikshit Maharaj thought when he had a curse. Because he's a pure devotee. And he prepared himself and went to the bank of Mother Ganga to get ready to leave the body. That was his devotion. He's a pure devotee. So he took that as an arrangement of the Lord, and he had no desire for anything material, and he was prepared to go back to Godhead. And the Lord has arranged accordingly. So dear devotees, for us in devotion, if we see only certain amount of results are coming to us in bhakti, it is because our devotion is only so much in our hearts. We may be wondering, I am doing so much. Why am I not becoming a pure devotee? Because we are holding something not pure inside. And that's why we are not pure devotees yet. Yeah. So, ye yadamam prapatyante tam stadaiva bhajamyaham. Proportional to the material attachment that we have inside. And when we say material attachment, both raga and dvesha. We want something from this world or people, or we don't want something from this world or people. And we are so much occupied with these thoughts of, I don't want this to happen, or I want this happen. Both raga and dvesha. And because we have those inside, our devotion, our taste for bhakti, our taste for nama, everything is like that, proportional to that. So, proportional to our attachment to Krishna inside, then we will taste the bhakti accordingly. We will have the ruchi accordingly. If our attachment is only towards Krishna and loving service to Krishna. Then, proportional to that desire inside for only loving devotional service to Krishna, that much ruchi will be perceived. It is there already. All that is there. Krishna Prema is there in the Nama. And the ecstasy of devotion is there in the devotional service. Why are we not perceiving? Because we still harbor that material attachment inside, like Indra has it. Yeah. And accordingly, Lord reciprocates. So he is constantly being merciful to us, looking at us, how much we want, and so much he is giving us only so much. Yeah. So how many kinds of mercy and how much proportions of mercy just tailored to us. Mercy personification, our Lord. So that's about Indra. And after that, yeah, Indra, he arranges for the Abhishek, the sacred water through Airavata. Lord Krishna is showered with the sacred water and Mother Surya, and he offers all these prayers. And then Indra leaves that place. He offers this title Govinda also to Indra. It's not that he was not Govinda before. Govinda is an eternal. Nama is eternal. But it's like, you're giving back the water of Mother Ganga. When you do the Sandhya, you hold the water of Mother Ganga and you offer it back to Ganga. It's not that somebody is giving the water to Ganga. So in the same way, Indra gives this title Govinda to Govinda, who is already Govinda. And then he offers his respects and leaves. And after that, Mother Surabhi, she also offers her prayers and says, you are our Indra. Indra means the chief. Not that Indra that is so proud and envious, but Krishna, you are our Indra. So we want to do the Abhishek to you with our milk. Like that, Surabhi and all the whole progeny of Surabhi, they do the Abhishek to Krishna with their milk. So in this way, Kshira Abhishekam happens with Surabhi and all the progeny of the Surabhi. In this way, the whole Govardhana episode, the lifting of Govardhan Hill, placing back the Govardhan Hill, and Indra offering his prayers and Surabhi offering prayers, and the title Govinda and the Abhishek has happened. Right? And the last one here, a quick one. So this was demigod Indra. He realized his mistake. There's one more demigod, Varuna. Varuna is the lord of water, demigod of water. So one day what happened is, on Dwadasi, Nanda Maharaj, he went to the river to take bath early in the morning, very early in the morning. So according to the Parana times like that, the Varuna's servant, who is in the form of serpent there, he thought Nanda Maharaj has entered into the water in an inauspicious time. So he brings Nanda Maharaj down to the water, to Varuna Deva. Yeah. So this associate of Varuna was in the form of a serpent. It says that the serpent swallowed Nanda Maharaj. And what it means is this associate of Varuna, he brings Nanda Maharaj, who comes to the river to take a bath early in the morning on the Dwadasi day, and brings to his master Varuna here. And Varuna, he then chastises his associate who brought Nanda Maharaj. One is first because Nanda Maharaj did not enter into the water in the wrong time on a Dwadasi. Those calculations will be there, right? On that particular Dwadasi day, the time was a little different than the other Dwadasi day. In any case, Nanda Maharaj was not at fault in entering into the waters at that particular point of time on Dwadasi. That the associate of Varuna did not know. So as a punishment, he brought him down to Varuna. So Varuna chastises his associate, And then the second reason he chastises is he recognizes Nanda as the father of Krishna. And Varuna knows that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So immediately Varuna, he makes Nanda Maharaj sit on a throne and he waits for Krishna to come down. So meanwhile, what happens on the bank of the river? Everybody who gathered there, they go to Krishna and they say, Nanda Maharaj was here just a while ago. He went into the water to take bath and we don't find him. Maybe he's drowned in the water. Krishna, please do something about it. And Balram was also there. So Krishna and Balram, they come down into the waters and Krishna starts shouting, who is that abducted my father? Nanda Maharaj. So he was saying that and entering into the waters, and Varuna was right at the door, wanted to welcome Supreme Personality of Godhead. And as soon as he saw Krishna and Balram, he offered the prayers, and Varuna says, I'm very sorry, Supreme Personality of Godhead, oh Lord Krishna, very sorry. My associate has brought your father here not knowing who he is. So please, he's very well respected here, very well seated here. You may please take him back to your place. We are very sorry about the intrusion that we have caused in your pastime. So please, Krishna, please take him. There, when he was under the water there, Krishna has shown the Vaikuntha to Varuna. And there, Nanda Maharaj has saw the opulence. He saw the opulence. And when Krishna brought Nanda Maharaj back to the shore, both Krishna and Balaram were there. Nanda Maharaj was telling the Vrajavasis that our Krishna, he showed this transcendental world to Varuna, and Varuna offered so much of respect to Krishna. He says that because it happened in front of him. He saw that too. And the Vrajavasis, they were also hearing all the what Nanda Maharaj has to say, especially regarding the spiritual world that they have seen. And they have requested Krishna to show the spiritual world. So Krishna gave them a vision. He showed them past the Brahmajyoti, the spiritual world. You know, when Akrura comes from Vrindavan to Mathura, there is a place called Brahmahrada, where Akrura offers respects. He goes into the water and offers respects. That's where he will have a vision of Vaikuntha. So Krishna takes this Brajavasis to this Brahmahrada place to give them a glimpse of spiritual realm. In this way, Nanda Maharaj and cowherd men, they all felt happy seeing the transcendental abode. This is what Bhagavatam says, dear devotees. What is the transcendental abode that they have seen? Nanda Maharaj is a devotee of Lord Narayana. He doesn't think Krishna is Bhagavan, right? Akrura also saw Vaikuntha. That's Narayana, like that. So it must be the transcendental world that they have seen. The details are not given, but giving this 2 points, putting these 2 points in place, they have seen the spiritual realm of Vaikuntha, and they felt very much happy. Yeah, but they are unaware that the very same whatever Vaikuntha they have seen is an expansion of the Lord that is there in the form of that little boy. They're unaware of it. And that's the Mahima of Vraja. That's the speciality of Vraja, where again the Lord wants to forget his godlyhood, and everybody else also forgets that he's God. So in this way, they had the vision of transcendental abode also, and they were all happy. That's all, dear devotees. Today, this is about Govardhan Leela, and abduction of Nanda Maharaj by Varuna. So we will solidify them. We will take the points quickly. To summarize about Govardhan Leela. Yeah. So first thing was demigods, right? The demigods are to be respected. They are to be respected, and they are to be seen how they are part and parcels and empowered devotees of the Lord. So they are not to be disrespected, not to be criticized, not to be put down, the demigods. That's one thing. Second was, why did Krishna, he spoke karma mimamsa, philosophy, all that, right? So why did Krishna speak all that? Because the Lord wanted to show mercy on Indra. He knew the Lord is sitting in the heart of everyone. He was sitting in the heart of Indra too. So he knew what was happening in Indra's mind, Indra's heart. So he wanted to show mercy on Indra, and that's why he decided to stop Govardhan Puja. And at that point, we have the other take home was Nanda Maharaj. Yeah, what changed the heart of Nanda Maharaj? First of all, for Vrajvasis, what all matters to them is what pleases Krishna, period. It is devoid of their mental, there's no mental factory that goes on for the Vrajvasis. Yeah, and they don't think about right or wrong. Yeah, right or wrong. And also, yeah, what predominates for the Vrajvasis is mamata. Mamata, Krishna, you are mine, and I want to do what pleases you. So that's Vrajvasis. That's why any explanation given by Krishna, the philosophy, nothing really changed the mind of Nanda Maharaj, but the will of Krishna changed the heart of Nanda Maharaj. So what matters to Vrajvasis is pleasing Krishna. That's all. And that's when we have discussed, right, about pure devotees and Vrajvasis, that all that matters to them is only pleasing Krishna. And in the same context, we have heard about what changes the heart of the people too. Not so much the philosophy. The philosophy can bring them to the doors of bhakti, but to enter into bhakti and stay in bhakti is more about the devotees, the achar of devotees. It's the heart that matters, especially in the beginning stage when there is laukika bhakti. After that, when there is a shastriya shraddha, by that time the devotees also will develop qualities. But in any case, yes, it's the achar that changes the heart of the people. Not so much what we say, but what we are. That's what matters to the people around and changes their heart. Yeah, that's one thing. Govardhan Hill. Yeah, the festival, the Govardhan, all the puja, Govardhan puja has happened, and fine. And then now Indra comes. What was he thinking? Right? He thought that he was irreplaceable, and all these residents of Vraja, he thought they belong to him. He owns them, the proprietorship mentality. And also, he wanted to show what happens to them, the controllership mentality. And when he was having the pride and envy, he thought Vrajavasis had envy on him and pride in them. So that's Indra mentality. Yeah. This Indra mentality, all of us have that mentality. See, the parents are in an authority position for children. like that. Whoever is in an authority position, in whatever little or big capacity it is, there is that much of Indra mentality can be there. So we have to be vigilant. Yeah. Then, yeah, the thunderstorms, all that came, but how the Lord was thinking that I am their maintainer. So I have to protect them. Rakshisyati iti vishwaso koptritve varnam tada. Avashya rakshibe Krishna. Ananyas chintayanto mam. These are all the promises of the Lord. As much as our surrender is, so much is the shelter. So much is the shelter. And the shelter was given, and how beautifully all different rasas were taken under the Govardhan hill that we have heard. And after that, how wonderful Krishna is, everybody was thinking, and Garga Muni said that, oh, it is all because he's so much blessed boy by Narayana, like that. And now Indra on this side, or Vrajavasis, all that good celebration going on. Now Krishna comes to this side and Indra offers prayers. He admits that he had this controllership and proprietorship. Proprietorship is like, that they belong to me and they have to behave in certain way and they have to talk in certain way. That is the proprietorship mentality. They belong to me. And the controllership is, if you don't do this to me, this is what I'm going to do to you. That controllership. Controlling the situation, controlling the people. Proprietorship and controllership. And Indra thought he was irreplaceable. And he did not think he was an instrument in the hands of the Lord, but he thought he was irreplaceable. And the pride and envy, that was Indra's thing. So he admits all that. He begs forgiveness, but he didn't let go his Indra position. He didn't say, I don't want this Indra position. No, he didn't say that. That's when we have discussed ye yadamam prapatyante tamstadaiva bhajameham. We have heard about Parikshit Maharaj, how much he was ready for surrender and go back to Godhead, and Krishna arranged accordingly. So as much is the readiness and surrender that we have within us, so much will be the reciprocation. Krishna doesn't want to force us. Everything is voluntary in bhakti. As much as we are ready inside to let go the material raga and dvesha, as much as we are ready to hold on to Krishna, so much will be the shelter, so much will be the ruchi. Yeah, that's what we have heard. That's all, and the devotees. And after that, yeah, Mother Surabhi done. And after that comes the Varuna episode here. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all for this week. And thank you all so much. Relatively little early.